How's it going, y'all? How y'all doing today? Welcome back, Jack. It's another episode, another beautiful episode of the ZolYin podcast. Let me just put the volume down here. Slowly but surely, there we go. Where we talk about all sorts of things, but now we mostly talk about aliens, man. Aliens, bro. Them aliens are out there. We got all sorts of things going on out there, man. Them aliens, bro. I'm telling you. It's getting kind of crazy. I'll be honest with you. I think I think the whole Uncle Sam thing getting involved is getting kind of out of hand. The more I research, cause we've got a lot of backtracking to do, cause it's been a while. You know, we had a long wait, long delay between talking about aliens with the whole marketplace falling apart, the country falling apart, all that stuff. We don't talk about that right now. We're talking about this other crazy crap that's going on out here in space, the outer place. Okay, let me just double check everything. Wow, the little label on my hat kind of I had a rough day. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. My hat not even on right. That's craziness. All right, let me just double check everything real quick. Looks like the sound is not quite where it needs to be. Let me go ahead and get everything set up right. All right, we got a lot to talk about. So before I go way into it, I just wanted to do some quick housekeeping again. If you didn't see the last episode, I had a lot going on. I'm writing the book. Had a lot of planning for the future going on. I'm just trying to, make things happen, right? So when you're out there, you gotta focus on the book. You gotta get that done. That's its own thing. It requires a lot of attention. I'm in the editing phase right now. I'm working on a free product for y'all as well. If you're interested in a free product that will be coming out at some point, I cannot make any promises right now. There will be a free product coming out hopefully this fall. I'm trying to make it happen. Check out the email, the link, join the email list. It's in the description. It's used to be I used to have like a .com. It's still there, the .com. It redirects to .com, but really what it does, the link tells me, it tells me who I'm reaching out to. Like, hey, are you reaching out to people through your YouTube channel? So basically it just gives me a general idea of like, oh, is this working? Like, are people like, looking at the website, or not the website, but the email list website, and clicking on joining, or are they not joining? So I'm looking at all different avenues. I'm looking at Twitter and everything as well. So there will be different types of avenues that I'm trying to reach out to people who are interested in the product that I'm making, because this sci-fi novel, man, sci-fi, it's really it's space fantasy. I'm a space fantasy kind of guy. It's good. It's still got all the sci-fi you want. It'll scratch that itch. It's a long-term series, but it has arcs, so you're gonna like it. There is a one and done story in the actual book. It is a one and done, but it's part of a whole universe. So I think you'll enjoy it. It's gonna be fun. Anyways, let's get into today's news story. Today's kind of weird because the news story is a little bit back in the past, but it's really about the government getting in on the being more proactive about this whole alien stuff. So let me just go ahead and show you. Sorry, I'm a little out of practice. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting back on the horse again. It's definitely different when you've been away for a little while. And I'm gonna be more active. There is a schedule now that I will be upkeeping. I know I was late today. Big apologies. I overslept last night. I had to get the car into the garage before the garage closed. So, I was getting my car in a mechanic instead of getting it in this morning, which I knew I wasn't going to get it in this morning with all the chaos going on outside. They're doing a lot of construction in the morning. So annoying. But anyways, let me go ahead and let's switch gears. Here we go. So the House votes to make it easier to report UFOs. It's kind of crazy. The legislation may open the floodgates, said a former Pentagon official responsible for investigating the sightings. Yes, it will open the floodgates. And this is back in July. So we're just backtracking a little bit. We want to cover our bases. The House on Wednesday voted to create a secure government system for reporting UFOs and to compel current and former officials to reveal what they might know about the mysterious phenomenon by promising to protect them from reprisal. The bipartisan amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act, passed by voice vote without debate, is part of an aggressive effort to exert more oversight over an enduring intelligence gathering challenge that has gained more attention in recent years. It was proposed by Reps Mike Gallagher and Ruben Gallego, or is it Gallego? Not sure. Who have been, what if it's Gallego? who have been among a vocal bipartisan bloc of lawmakers pressing Pentagon and intelligence officials to take the issue more seriously and to be more transparent with Congress and the American people. Gallagher couched the effort in national security terms, saying his primary interest is to ensure that our military and intelligence community are armed with the best possible information, capital, and scientific resources to defeat our enemies and maintain military and technology superiority. But he also wants to further Congress' ability to fact gather and further prove or disprove the origin and threat nature of whatever seems to be flying our skies. Yeah, that's going to be... We'll see how that goes. I don't know. I believe it's possible that folks may be precluded from being fully transparent with Congress due to their being bound by non-disclosure agreements. Yeah, that's pretty much most of the reason why people don't say anything other than looking crazy. Those are the only two really distinctions. Otherwise, people would be like, I saw this the other day. You know what I mean? Gallagher added in a statement to Politico, if that's true, I want to make sure that there is no technical reason preventing them from speaking to us. The amendment would require a dedicated internal reporting system for, quote, immediate sharing of information related to unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP, previously prohibited from reporting under any non-disclosure written or oral agreement or order. The measure is aimed at current and former military personnel, government civilians, and contractors. The amnesty provision covers any event related to unidentified aerial phenomena, as well as any government or government contractor activity or program related to unidentified aerial phenomena. It makes an exception for data that officials conclude reveals objects that might be part of top secret U.S. programs that only very few people are privy to, or events that quote likely relate to a special access program or compartmented access program. Interesting. I don't know about that. We'll see. I guess. The bill. I'm very skeptical. You'll have to forgive me. The bill would also require the DoD Inspector General 1 year after passage to conduct an independent assessment of compliance with provision, quote, and efficacy of the system established. Yeah, that's not gonna really happen. We'll see. Congress in recent years has mandated that the Pentagon and intelligence agencies are more aggressive investigate UFOs, including unexplained sightings of a highly advanced aircraft violating protected military airspace, some appearing to defy known aerodynamics. That's what I'm talking about. Them weird like when they be disappearing from one side and they show up on the other side, just teleporting or something. You're like, not okay with this. You're like, Mom, it's like the stuff in the movies, and you're like, no, this is real life. No. You point at the sky, you're like, this is what I did when I was a kid. I pointed at the sky and I was like, Dad, look at that. And Dad's like, don't pay attention to that. We don't know what that is. We don't get near that stuff. Oh man, it's kind of true. Certain demographics of parents, they're like, we don't touch that, as opposed to like other parents who are like, wow, look at that, like they want to investigate. Like, nope, my dad was like, no, we don't know what that is, and I'll tell you right now, That we were not meant to know what that is. Oh man. Following a series of bills, the Pentagon has set up airborne identification and management system synchronization group. I think that's what they renamed this to we talked about that yesterday. Go watch yesterday's episode. To collect and analyze more reports. But at the first, my apologies, guys. But at the first public hearing of UFOs in more than 50 years in May, lawmakers expressed frustration that the Pentagon is not robust enough. Yeah, they're not. They're not taking it seriously. That's just the truth. Officials have also complained that the national security agencies have more information that's not being reported up the chain. Oh, absolutely, 100%. 100%. Hey, what happened to that golden saucer we saw the other day? We don't talk about that. No big deal. No big deal. Luis Elizondo, the former Pentagon official who went public in 2017, asserting a lack of concern among top leaders, called Gallagher-Gallego Amendment one of the greatest efforts in recent history to foster transparency on this topic. This legislation may open the floodgates, said Elizondo, who is now a consultant to U.S. Space Command on UAP. The House is set to continue debating amendments to the defense bill with the aim of passing it by the end of the week. Final legislation will have to be reconciled with the Senate's version this year. We'll see how that goes. The Senate has also been exerting great oversight on the UFO issue. I'm kind of skeptical on that. The Senate Intelligence Committee's version of the fiscal 2023 Intelligence Authorization Act calls for, quote, enhancing oversight of intelligence community and Department of Defense collection and reporting on unidentified aerospace undersea phenomena. I see. That's why it's called that. The panel said. Elizondo said he's been briefed by congressional staffers who say similar UFO amnesty language is also being drafted in the Senate. All right. So I wonder how that's gonna go. It's gonna be it's I don't know, man. Let's go back to our main page right here. Let's get back to this. Give me 1 second. Hey, what's up, Robert? We got Robert Sears in the house. What's up, bro? Let me tell you something, man. I'm skeptical that it's gonna work out. I think the problem is they don't have their ducks in the row about other stuff, and so, in my opinion, based on this, why have I have earplugs on? My bad, guys. Based on this, what we know, I think it's gonna fall apart. They might find something. I'm skeptical. I'm gonna be healthily skeptical. All right, I'm gonna be healthily skeptical only because it appears to me that they're not taking it too seriously. It just looks that way to me. It doesn't seem like they're taking it seriously, and that's their prerogative. That's how they want to go and do it. They can. I know there's some senators and some Congress people and all that stuff that do take it seriously. I have seen that. I'm not saying that everybody's that way. I just think that there's definitely a demographic of senators that are like, yeah, it's not, whatever. They just don't they don't care. And also, of course, the Pentagon officials, they seem like they care. We'll see. They seem like they care, but the ones in the department are going to be different than the people who are up front, talking to you. They're not the same. That community is a very different kind of community. They have their own prerogatives, and they have their own agendas and their own things that they care about. So we'll see. I think it's going to be fun to watch the outcome. Either way, either it's going to be a big success or a trash fire waste of money. I'm very skeptical just because it's the government. If it was a private company, I would be very bullish on it. If it was a private company, especially if it was led by somebody who's passionate and is in the weeds of the stuff and fosters a community of people who are that way as well, a very Tony Stark kind of personality, then I would be on board. But I'm kind of cautiously optimistic. I'm going to say that, cautiously optimistic. And that's it today. thanks so much, guys, for watching. Appreciate your time. Tomorrow, no show, but we'll do no show on Tuesday, but we'll do something on Wednesday. No promises on what that something is. I'm thinking maybe we'll do like a video, like a car video. I might do a car video, something different, but no promises. And I'll try to get it out in the morning as opposed to at night or whatever. Anyways, thanks again. Have a great day, guys. Take it easy.